very odd situation between Doja Cat and Noah Schnapp. Am I saying his last name right?
I think so.
Okay.
Schnapp.
Okay.
Schnapp.
Got it.
Schnapp.
So Doja Cat and Noah Schnapp got into a little weird tiff online this past week because Doja Cat DM'd Noah Schnapp asking to be set up with Jeremy Quinn, Joseph Quinn. Sorry. I'm thinking of Jeremy from The Bear. His name is Jeremy Allen White. Anyways. Asked to be set up with Joseph Quinn.
Yeah.
And then Noah Schnapp posted these DMs with Doja Cat.
Yeah.
And Doja Cat was not happy. Now, I kind of understand both sides to this argument because people are like, Noah Schnapp is loved on TikTok. Mm-hmm. So people are like fully on Noah Schnapp's side. And they're like, Doja Cat is so wrong for this. But I'm like, okay, yes, it is strange, I guess, for Doja Cat to DM Noah. But maybe they had I have no idea. Like, maybe it's a little strange. I don't know, because he's 17.
I think they know each other.
But I think they know each other from like TikTok.
If you look at,
she wasn't hitting on Noah. Like,
no. And if you look at the screenshot, like if you look at what was posted of the screenshot of the messages, there's her initial message that says, Noah, can you tell Joseph to hit me up? Wait, no, does he have a girlfriend? But before that, you can't really tell, but there is another, it was either a story or a message or something, because there's like a little heart. Yeah. So like it just shows that there was some kind of interaction on Instagram before this. Like this was not the first time they had interacted.
And they are both very popular on TikTok. Yes. So I could assume that there had been some, I don't know, whatever.
Probably been at similar events.
So then Noah Schnapp posts this DM.
Yeah.
And everybody takes Noah's side. Everybody's tearing Doja Cat apart. And I'm like, I feel like
kind of weird.
Kind of weird. What, wouldn't you be upset if somebody shared your messages? Like, they're like, why wouldn't she just DM Joseph Quinn herself? It's like, well, that's like, if you know somebody already, and they're friends with somebody that you're trying to get in contact with, I think I would go to that person too and be like, hey, can you set me up with blah, blah, blah? Instead of like directly being like, I'm going to just message that person straightforward. You could do that.
But she also tweeted like how much she thinks Joseph is like hot. So like, that's kind of the weirder part.
Yeah,
like,
but
she already publicly was like, I love this guy.
Yeah, but that's very different. Like that's like I'm not putting myself in Doja Cat's shoes. That's so normal to tweet out that you love someone.
That's like when I was tweeting about John B.
Yeah, I was about
like,
to
oh my God, I would die
thing.
for John B. I would die for John B. And then all of a sudden we got Chase Stokes on our podcast.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was gonna say the same thing. Like if we were as famous as Doja Cat, and we were watching Outer Banks for the first time, and we were like, holy fuck, like this guy, we love him so much, and.
I knew somebody.
We messaged Rudy like, "Hey, can you give Chase my number?"
Yeah,
blah,
like
blah,
we were friends with one of his friends who was like, "Hey, can you?" As
and
I'm
Rudy
tweeting about him,
posted on it. Like I'd be like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, exactly. But, like I don't think it's that strange that Doja Cat did that at all. And I think it's really. I think people are on the we're going to get shit on for this because people really, really, really do not agree with Doja Cat. And they are so, but this is what I'm talking about when I talk about people and like they just see a couple people take one side and then they go all in on that side because they feel like they have to because everybody's on that side. That's this right now. Like everybody is shitting on Doja Cat.
Contradicting herself a lot.
Everybody's shitting on Doja Cat and being like, we are like Noah, he was just doing it to be funny. It's like, what are we talking about here? Like, it just seems pretty straightforward. She didn't want her messages out there. Yes, she may have already tweeted that he was hot, but like, you still don't want someone blowing up your spot asking to be set up with someone.
And that's also different from like the way she reacted to it. Do I think it was the right move to then like go on live and be like, that's some snake shit, that's some weasel shit? Like, no, you probably didn't have to do that. He is 17. Like he did, I'm sure, assumed like it was funny and like you did DM a 17-year-old to like connect you with his co-star. So I can totally get being annoyed that it got posted, but I feel like maybe you can be annoyed, but maybe you just have to like laugh it off and pretend like you don't really care, even if you do care. Because then when you start being like, like talking shit about Noah, then it's.
She said it was a weird like power play. It's like, I think he just thought it was funny and posted it.
Yeah, I don't think it was a power.
Right.
And then and she was like, I don't think. She's like, I'm not. She said, I'm not saying that encapsulates his entire personality. That he was like socially unaware and whack. I'm like, no, I just think like he made a mistake.
Right. It's also not that deep. Like,
No,
I feel
it's
like
really
if Doja
not.
Cat never went on
She
Instagram
said
Live about it, like, it would be, that whole thing was bizarre. Like, you didn't have to go on Instagram Live
And she said, I hope you're recording this.
yeah, it wasn't that deep.
And Noah is kind of like Noah likes to. I feel like he's like a prankster.
Yeah, like
he
a little instigator.
Yeah, he likes to prank. Like, this
Yeah.
is a tweet someone tweeted. Doja Cat could have asked anyone in the Stranger Things cast to hook her up, but she went with Noah, a 17-year-old shit poster who spoils his own Netflix show. Like, what did she expect exactly? Now, I don't think it's crazy for her to go through Noah because, like I said, they may have known each other before or had met. I don't know if she knows any of the other Stranger Things kids.
Yeah.
Maybe she could have messaged Millie Bobby Brown. I don't know. She went a different route.
Yeah, I would assume she already knew him. If that's,
Yeah.
like, I don't think she just pick him out of nowhere.
If you're
and be like,
Joseph, what is your opinion on all this?
you probably don't end up talking to Doja Cat.
No.
You know, it's probably out the window now. Very bizarre situation. Extremely bizarre.
Yeah, and then Doja Cat did tweet, y'all are so cringe and lame and nobody wants to hang with you. That's why y'all be on here unironically writing replies to shit that makes you mad. It's like, what?
Like, now, like, why is Doja Cat caring about what I don't know. I think people really go hard for Noah Schnapp. They really do. They really do. And
The TikTok crowd loves him.
they do, because he's like lifeguarding and stuff. I don't know.
What?
Because
Well,
he's like pretending to be a normal kid, even though he makes millions of dollars and is a superstar.
So he's basically like, now he's going to keep working, but he wants to like live a normal life. Like, he's going to college. I heard I heard he's like going to prom somewhere on Long
I have a
Island.
question.
Like, he went to prom somewhere on Long Island. Like,
This is gonna be so fucked up. You know what? Bree and Grace got in trouble for talking about Millie Bobby Brown, so I'm trying to like tread.
I talked to Gia about that on vacation.
I'm trying to tread lightly
Like
about what I say
reprimanded her?
about these Stranger Kids things because
Yeah.
I think they're all great. I do.
Yeah.
I really do.
Did you say Stranger Kids?
Stranger Things kids.
Yeah.
I think they're great. I really do. I think they crack me up.
UPenn.
They crack me up. But I'll say this. And this is not directly towards Noah Schnapp. This is just a hypothetical question I am posing to the world. Do you think when someone gets really famous, right? And they're like in the high school, college age, they get really famous and they don't have to go to school anymore. Like, they really don't. They're making millions of dollars, whatever.
Yeah.
But they're like, I still want to do the normal kid things. Like, do you think that they're doing it for attention a little bit? Like, they want to go, they want to go to college and be like, oh shit, that's Noah Schnapp. Like, he's going to prom, and it's like, oh, Noah Schnapp. Like, a little bit of me is
He's
like,
probably the coolest kid in the world.
Fucking kid wants to be in school. Or maybe you do, but I definitely did not.
I think
if I got the chance to just drop out in a second, making millions of dollars, I'm gone.
It's nothing to him to pay tuition.
Yeah, but I'm
just saying, there's a difference. Some people really do want to do that. Like, especially
it was just
if
a hypothetical.
Especially if you're, especially if you're going to a school like UPenn, like, you want to learn.
I saw Maggie Rogers just graduated from Harvard.
I'm sorry. That sounded. Listen, some people do want to learn, and they do want to go to school.
He's going to Ivy League school,
and they do want to get their degree. So I'm not saying everyone, before everyone comes at me and says, not everyone hates school. Some people value school. You dropped out of college. Yes, I did, because I didn't like school.
Yeah.
So maybe they like school.
I also think sometimes with these younger kids too, that really get into acting when they're younger, they have no idea what they're getting into. They have no idea that their show is going to be a massive sensation, and
but you hope
they're going to be.
But because of.
No, I don't think.
No,
if you're
eventually.
if you're 12 or 11 or 12 and you're casting this show, you like acting, but I don't think you have these big aspirations of being the most famous person in the world. I mean, maybe you did.
I definitely did. I was like, if I get a show, I'm out of here.
The Sprouses went to college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. I think they really wanted, you know what? They wanted a normal life.
I feel like...
I'm just trying to... I don't want people coming after me for saying that.
No. I feel like that a lot of these kids maybe had an idea of what they wanted their life to look like, and then the show blew up and was like, amazing, this is awesome, but this is not the only thing I want to do with my life. I'd have to imagine that's the thought process on deciding to go to an Ivy League school, because that shit is hard. that is no joke. But do you...
Good for them.
Do you enjoy... Yes, but do you enjoy certain moments of that?
The attention
Absolutely.
of, like, everybody knows
But I also
who
gotta
you are.
imagine that's fucking a giant pain in the ass. Like, if you're sitting in class and everyone's just staring at you.
Yeah, but there's two sides of it.
Yeah.
It's like cool, but also a pain.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, anyways,
Those kids.
don't come after me. I love the Stranger Things kids.
We do.
I do.
We do. We've always
loved the Stranger Things kids.
loved them.
And
we fought for Millie Bobby Brown in those early years when people were being weird to her and she was underage.
yeah, we did.
We
and
did.
You know what? We also love BTS.
Yes. Just throw that one in there.